I finally went back all the way to 2006 to play Oblivion. And I've gotta say, this game is surprising me.
What the hell, bro?
By the way, I've never played this game before now. The only Elder Scrolls game I've played is Skyrim. So I am really excited to hop back in to Oblivion. If you aren't watching from the previous episode, then here's a quick recap. Jazim, the glorious lizard wizard, was created. The Emperor got folded. We even got folded. We closed a literal gate to hell. Then we found the Emperor's son.
Hello there.
And safely escorted him to the place where we are now.
Welcome back. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Oh, nearly hit the horses. Starting the episode off, I realized that I had a level up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was literally level 1 for the entire duration of the past video.
You stupid.
When I woke up, I then realized one of the biggest differences between Skyrim and Oblivion. It's when you level up. In Skyrim, you level up on the spot. Then you get the whole perk tree system. But in Oblivion, you have to sleep before you level up. I don't know which one I prefer, to be honest. I chose 3 attributes: speed, willpower, and intelligence. I then spoke to Joffrey to find out what to do next.
Of the Empire, as worthy as any of the blades to stand by Martin's side.
Just look at the top of this dude's head. Looks like he sprayed his hair on. I was so distracted by the top of his head. I didn't even realize he was asking if I wanted to join the Blades.
It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as a knight brother.
I figured why not. Plus they gave me a free katana, so...
You should go back to the Imperial City. Boris may have learned something about the assassins.
Hey, Torch is doing nothing. We were off to Imperial City. Now something interesting that I decided to do, which I'm actually really glad I did, is not just fast travel to the Imperial City. I decided to have an adventure. I stumbled upon something crazy. What is this? No stars. These things appear to be called Doomstones, and they kind of look like giant peepees. And I'm pretty sure they're basically just standing stones. From the message it gave me when I touched it, it's pretty safe to assume that it has to be night in order for this thing to actually work. Marked. And I was correct. I was a little bit hesitant though, because I didn't know if this was reversible or not. I don't know, it might sound silly, but I don't know if I could choose another standing stone after I already chose this one.
Psych!
I couldn't resist. I just went for it. And I got something called the Cheetah's Nip Power. Now while I was looking for this in my inventory, I actually noticed... Holy flip, bro, why have I got so many spells? I don't know if I've got dementia or something, but I do not remember having this many spells. Where did I get all these spells from? What the hell? Oh, summon skeleton! No way, no way, no way, no way. Oh, yo! This skeleton is so goated, bro. You're gonna see how many times this thing comes in clutch. Come on, Skelly. Get him. No! You killed him! I realized he's not the most powerful companion. He did just die in 2 hits. But you know what? He's doing his best, and I'm proud of him.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Oh, you must think I am a fool. Then, me and Skelly went on the ultimate adventure. First, we cleared out this ruin full of bandits. We looted everything and even let this one guy free. Oh, but he wasn't very grateful.
Oh, wow.
Next, we went to this abandoned tower. We also looted everything they had. And then spent way too long trying my very hardest to unlock this door. Finally, after doing that, I was met with a surprise.
What the hell, bro?
Go get him. Also, I got some new drip. And used a crazy new spell that allows you to unlock things. Lastly, we found a camp of bandits. Hey, boy, leave me alone. Bro, stop with the breathing, man, dang. Oh. We went deeper into the cave. Dogs. Cat men. It didn't matter. Even the crab. They all met the same end. Oh, that's a lot of gold. That brought my epic adventure with Skelly to a close. I think going forward in this playthrough, I'm gonna try my hardest to avoid fast traveling, because that was really fun. Like, check this out. I ended up landing in the Mages Guild.
Hello.
How
These
did
are my
the Dark
people.
Elf become Count Cheydinhal?
Jazim then spotted this absolute baddie. His neurons were being activated. You know what I mean? He was in love. And these two are perfect for each other. They're both lizards. They're both wizards. They've got so much in common. And later in the video, let's just say things get a little bit spicy.
Talk tough to me. I love tough guys.
Anyways, I was so eager to join these guys, but I didn't know how. He said I must find the heads of the local guild halls.
Seek out the head of the local guild halls.
But I don't know what he meant by that. There was nothing I could find. I want to come in. If there are any Oblivion players out there, let me know in the comments how I'm actually supposed to join these people. I could obviously just look it up, but this run is supposed to be blind, so I'm really trying to stay away from the internet. But I think it's permissible to receive a little help from you as the viewer. Plus, I think that's a cool idea.
They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
No!
Without question.
Hello there. Welcome to the arena. I
I even ended up stumbling upon the arena. Now this place is a gambler's dream.
You want to bet on a match?
I put 50 bucks on the blue team and just hoped and prayed.
All right, my friend. You've got 50 gold down on the blue team.
Go blue team.
Yeah, blue team!
Hey, blue team. I always bet on the blue team.
After having a chat with some of my fellow gamblers,
The gates.
the fight began. Blue team. Go blue, go blue. Come on, blue. Come on, blue, come on!
A combatant from the blue team.
Congratulations. Here are your winnings, my friend.
Easiest 100 bucks of my life. I'll definitely be coming back here in the future. I then made my way to the market district. Speaking to one of these store owners, I discovered strange features about this game. Yeah, I don't really understand how that works. But I then looked for somebody who would sell me some new spells. Rinder's staffs. Yo, that's exactly what I...
You're in Rindir's staffs, and I'm Rindir. I sell magical staffs. Imagine that.
For somebody who sells staffs for a living, this guy didn't have a lot. He literally only had 3. And they all kind of sucked buns. The top one was really good, but look at that price. Only thing I bought from this guy was the mage's hood. And it completes our outfit. I knew Rindir was hiding staffs somewhere. So you know what I did? I broke into his basement. He's coming. And I found it. I found the stash. Oh, no. I've been struggling with average level locks, and this one's very hard. So I spent forever trying to unlock this thing. No! There were no stars. And also this happened.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
For some reason I decided to take on this guard. See what you got, big boy?
Watch out.
Yeah, I knew I didn't stand a chance. I'm dead. Apologies, good sir. What happened again? After that simple misunderstanding, I went next door to Edgar.
Edgar Vautrin. You don't want the very best. You want cheap.
This guy sold spells, and lots of them. I managed to use the bartering feature, and I bought Bound Dagger and Snowball. This game has so many spells. It's very, very cool. I was testing out the spells that I just bought, and Edgar didn't seem to mind that I was doing it in his store. After equipping myself with some new gear and some new spells, I was finally ready to pursue the main story. Oblivion decided I needed a career change, so I am now a detective. Boris, the only blade who survived the intro, besides me, is convinced he's being followed.
That guy in the corner behind me will follow me. You follow him.
The plan? Boris goes into the basement. A cultist very obviously follows him, didn't even try to hide it that he was stalking him. Then, he reveals himself as a cultist. Just like that, we had our first piece to solving this case.
Good work. I am glad to see you, by the way. You just caught me at a bad time.
Brother, you are green.
There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert on Daedric cults.
Tarmina, Jazim's true love. It was as if it was their destiny to be reunited.
Why don't you take that book to her?
So without any further hesitation, Jazim rushed to go and see her. Look at this man. This is the look you give when 3 people enter your basement and only 2 people leave. I feel bad for him. He's just gonna see some dead dude next time he goes down there. Anyways.
What's this about?
Hey Tarmina.
Ah, you must be the one I got the message about. If you want to find them, you'll need all 4 volumes of the commentaries.
So in order to complete this case and find the Mythic Dawn cult, we had to find books or commentaries. We already found the first one, but there are 2, 3, 4 in total.
Here, you can have the library's copy of Volume 2.
Tarmina even went as far as to give us the second book for free, so we only had to find volumes 3 and 4.
I've never even seen the 3rd and 4th volumes. Phintius, the proprietor, caters to specialist collectors. He may have an idea of where to locate those books.
But before we find this man named Phintius, I have to try this, whatever this is.
I like you too.
Hey!
That's really funny.
I didn't quite understand it, but I think it was working. I was rizzing her
You're
up.
too kind. That's great. Talk tough to me. I love tough guys. It was so nice chatting with you. Be sure to let me know how your hunt for the Mythic Dawn turns out.
I chatted to Phintius, and this is what he had to say.
The 3rd and 4th are impossible to find. I happen to have a copy of Volume 3 on hand, already paid for by another customer. Sorry.
Some guy named Gwyneth already purchased Volume 3.
Sorry, I can't help you.
I don't like this guy.
Good day.
So what did I do, you might ask? Well, I waited until Gwyneth came for the book.
I'm here for my book, Mankar Cameron's Commentaries, Volume 3.
Then, I had a little chat with him.
What? The Mythic Dawn were the ones? Yes, of course. I don't want anyone to think I had anything to do with
Now, I
any
thought Gwyneth was gonna be a pain to deal with, but he was actually very reasonable. He even gave me a lead on how to find the 4th one.
You can only get Volume 4 directly from a member of the Mythic Dawn. Here, take this note they gave me. It tells you where to go.
Thank you, my boy. What a legend. We were meeting the sponsor in the sewers and reported back to Boris.
Let's go. I know that part of the sewers well.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier.
Holy shit. The worst part about this is how slow Boris is. He walks very slowly as well. It's just like in Skyrim. The NPCs are so slow, man.
All right, the room with the table is just through this door.
A couple centuries later,
Know that if you
we made it to
up
the meeting room.
stairs there, you can get a vantage point on the meeting room. You must recover the book and find the Amulet of Kings.
I never fail.
Then I'm lucky you're here to save my skin. Come on, let's do this.
My boy Boris sat down at the table and was ready to meet the
So,
sponsor.
You want to become one of the children?
I went up to the vantage point, and my stealth did not last.
There's someone else here.
We tore through these cult guys, and on the sponsor's body, we found it. Mission successful. Obama and I went our
Now
separate
that you
ways.
have all 4 books, you should be able to handle things from here. I'm going to Cloud Ruler Temple.
And all we had to do now was solve the puzzle with the 4 books that we had. Looks like these cultists had a little bit of a hideout going on here. So I ransacked it, and they even had a bed here, so I could level up. Perfect. Yeah. Let's go. I then proceeded to try and find my way out of this maze. It took me a while. And I made an absolutely groundbreaking discovery. You can put 2 rings on. Oh my gosh, this game is insane. You can put 2 rings on, bro. Why, oh why, Skyrim, did you ever get rid of this feature? We've got 10 fingers. We could have 10 rings on. But no. Oblivion, you can put 2 rings on. Skyrim, you can only put 1 ring on. If we're following this trend, then in the Elder Scrolls 6, we won't even be able to equip rings. Let's hope that's not the case. I escaped with all 4 books, and yeah, I just want to show you guys this. Look at these NPCs. What is wrong with you? They are so goofy. If you're wondering why I haven't been using my staff with the freaky goblin head on it, it's because I haven't been able to figure out how to recharge it. But it's easy enough, very very similar to Skyrim. Alright, I'm gonna do us all a favor and summarize the next part. This process that you're about to see is one that took close to an hour. Just reading this book, trying to figure out this puzzle. It took everything in my power to not look up what to do next. But with Tarmina's help and my singular brain cell fighting for its life, we did it. We finally cracked the code. Yes. Wow. So with my singular brain cell firing on all cylinders, we were off to that location marked on the stone. On my way there, I found something called a dragon bloodstone, and I thought I could just follow the same process as with the thief stone. But this one gave me a weird message. His fate is known when the hero's fame has grown. What the hell does that mean? But I'm done. I'm done with puzzles. I'm done with riddles. I hopefully won't have to do one for a while. Because we made it. Let's see what lies beyond these doors.
Welcome, brother. The hour is late, but the Master still has need for willing hands.
I am Harrow, Warden of the Shrine of Dagon.
So I meet this guy named Harrow. He tells me that if I want to join this crazy cult, I have to hand over all of my possessions.
Give me your possessions, and put on this initiate's robe.
Did this guy actually think that I would hand over my gear? The Thalmor tried the same thing at a dinner party, but I went along with it for a whole 5 minutes before I realized that undercover is not my style. So I told him, if you want my stuff, you're gonna have to take it from my cold lizard hands.
I ask you one last time. Give me your possessions.
No.
Then you have come here to die. The dawn is breaking!
Let's go! Combat was initiated, and I made it my mission to wipe out every last one of these guys.
Lord!
Oh lord! That's a lot of This was a challenge. This was my first real challenge.
Spit it out or hit.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I died a lot. I was essentially trying to bash my head through a brick wall. My sheer determination and the unhealthy amount of potions that I was chugging were all I needed. I was like Badlands Chugs out here. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Dang. Me and Skelly cleared out a pretty big chunk of them. Fortunately for us, the fight was only just beginning. As I entered this very ominous looking room, I noticed there were a lot of these guys. And that guy in the blue is who I can only assume to be their leader. Okay, how do we take all these fools out? As I was calculating my next move, how to take all of these guys out and get the amulet, their leader, who has that amulet, just leaves. Yeah, that's really not good. But amulet or not, we still have a job to do.
Paradise awaits me.
Lightning spells were flying all over the place. Arrows were flying all over the place. And even lizards were flying all over the place. Oh! That was a terrible idea. I lost count of how many times I was reloading my saves. It was an infinite loop of red robes and fireballs. No more games. It's time to lock in. Yo, that is actually Amidst the chaos, I looted this lady and found this very cool stuff. This thing is insane. In a moment, you will see why. Also, look at this thing's charge. 1,200. Luckily, we still had this book. I don't know much about it, I just know it's important. We weren't done here. There were still a couple stragglers left over. So, let me just show you how busted this staff is. Oh, this staff is crazy. Not only did I get a sexy new staff, but I also got a sexy new ring. But there was backup. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Yep, they're close. Folded, folded, folded.
Who's there?
With this new staff, I felt power like I've never felt before. These guys didn't stand a chance.
The chosen will survive.
Within no time at all, I wiped out this entire establishment. And I would say that was a job well done. But this video has dragged on for quite a long time. Let me know if you guys prefer the longer videos, but I think I'm gonna cut it there. I do also realize it's been a couple months since the first episode. The reality is these videos take a very long time to make. I'm just one guy doing this for fun and where I can find the time. So yeah, bear with me and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is.